NFTSniperbot.
NFTSniperbot. What's up? Everybody jumping right into the trailers. Let's calm down. Sorry.
Just NFT Sniper?
No, it's under NFTSniperbot is the actual name of the account.
Okay.
All right. Well, we are live. Hello, everybody. We have Sasha here from Stacks, Sasha from Bizzarros.
Yeah.
And would love to introduce you and get everybody to know you. I think for the minute, we just need 1 minute to get our YouTube live stream out there to the world. And I'm sorry for the delay on that.
Oh, there you go.
But why don't you tell everybody, if you don't mind, I just wanted to start with your background. So you come, sorry, I'll do it here. You come from a video game background, is that right? Or a computer science background? Can we start with there?
Yeah, dude, sure. I mean, both. Originally from Ukraine, grew up in a small village. My dad bought us a computer to keep me off the streets. Me and my brother worked really well, got addicted to gaming, and, you know, grew up gaming my entire life, and then became a software engineer, just like my brother, just like my dad. And went to college here in the United States in computer science related field. You know, gave my way all of my way through college and every job I had. And then worked as a software engineer for like 10 years, and then quit to start my own esports team called Gangstars. Ran that for about 5 years. We won a few world championships, you know, and smaller titles, and it was a lot of fun. And in the end, you know, this was my first business. I wasn't very experienced on a business side in terms of investment and stuff. So didn't raise funding, came very close, but didn't quite. Then after that, I went recently into crypto. I'm now a venture partner at a crypto accelerator for the Stacks blockchain, which is a layer 1 building on Bitcoin. And with that, started looking into NFTs. You know, haven't slept anything in the last 3 months, and invested, flipped, etc. But immediately recognized the incredible technology that's behind it. And actually pulled like my 401k and all my stocks out and invested everything into NFTs. And yeah, and then Luke, who I worked with at Gangsters as well, he was my chief, you know, operations officer there, and he's now a game designer working on a Star Wars game. And we both, like, you know, brainstormed and came up with Bizzarros. And Bizzarros is like the initial collection for what hopefully will become a mini gaming studio, developing this overall game world we call the Bizzarro world, that we can then, you know, add more collections to, and a lot of fun that we'll talk about.
Awesome. I'm going to show everybody, the viewers, we have the sound here.
Okay.
How's that coming through on the mic? Is that a little muffled?
I can hear it, but...
Okay, cool. So I just want to fix my setup here.
Let me actually tweet us being live.
I tweeted the same, but I did. Let's try that again. Well, I'm going to go to a different trailer. I've seen that one so many times.
Do it. There is like
it's supposed to be you as the character, or is that really fun? There we go. You can see my screen?
Yeah. It's a little laggy on my side, but...
You guys Minecraft people? Like, how did you come up with this and the boxes and the voxels?
So Luke actually used to run, my co-founder used to run one of the largest Minecraft servers. And in the past, I mean, we're both, like I said, gamers our entire lives. So, you know, we've played all kinds of games. And this style, what I like about this style is that it's a bit more high fidelity than voxel style, you know, which I know some people absolutely adore voxel style, and that's great. But it's still low fidelity enough to where you can run it probably in a browser, which is our current target, right? Is so you can log in just kind of like the central end, and you don't need a client. So I think we can optimize this enough to where it's runnable like that.
So, and it's all computer based, or do you see anything happening with mobile in the future, or will it stay as a computer based, like browser based game?
So it's built in Unity. So as far as deployment target, it's very easy to deploy on mobile as well. Right now we're targeting desktop, but I can, if this becomes a thing for sure, I can see us going to mobile as well.
Well, I'd be curious if any NFTs like this have made it to mobile games yet. I mean, we were promised that, to go to the Bored Ape Yacht Club roadmap. We were promised some mobile gaming.
Yeah.
I think you'd be one of the pioneers if you got there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're pretty close to releasing it, I suppose, because on their roadmap, and I'm an ape, so I'm excited for the roadmap. The way Jamie flows gets his boat through the river. The mobile game is one of the first items on the roadmap, so it's probably pretty close. But it's possible that we'll get there first.
It's awesome. I think what's so cool about this, and I hope I'm picking the right folder of the promo files. I'll go with the animated.
Sure. The thing too, by the way, on their mobile, I don't know what their game is like. I think they're thinking relatively simple, maybe a fighting game. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. I don't mean to say simple as in any bad at all. What we are building is a bit more of a like metaverse/world. BAYC does have a blockchain game at the end of their roadmap, right? And the one that they put redacted above. I think that might be the one that's larger. And more comprehensive. So that's another thing. Like, it's not an exact direct comparison because the world we are building is just significantly bigger world, I think, than what they're thinking about mobile.
It's so cool that you. Oh wow, is this supposed to be Link? That was always one of my favorite characters.
We have so many traits, dude. Like, we actually right now, literally right before this podcast or this interview, we were trying to figure out how to properly put all this metadata, these traits in a metadata, because there is thousands if you account for colors. So we would have like hats, right? And then in hats you would have dozens of types of hats, and then each type of hat has dozens of colors. So actually, interestingly enough, what I think we'll do is we'll cut out the color from the metadata to where there'll be different colors. But if you look at OpenSea, you'll be like hats, and then you'll scroll down to your type of hat, but it won't say which color. And then you'll see like all different colors in OpenSea, and you'll just pick whatever you want.
Is that because you have too many traits? You can't even classify it by colors.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise you would, like, in OpenSea, the filter would be like hundreds of items under each category, and it's just not practical.
That is it. Kind of like how the mutants are categorized, like M2 cowboy hat.
Right, but even with mutants, like, it's very limited, right, in terms of the selections. Like, you get a couple dozen. I mean, imagine opening a category and then seeing hundreds. It's not a good experience. And at the end of the day, colors are not that important. What's important is usually the type of hat. And you can try to find your color among the items, NFTs you'll see. But for some things like glasses, we will have color. So because with glasses, we only have one type of glasses, and they're either on or off. But they have colors, so we'll have like a glasses category, and then you'll go like red, purple, etc.
Where did you show me the trailer for the games? There was like a trailer. Maybe I saw it on YouTube. Was that right?
Maybe like which exact games?
For Bizzarro.
Like the sort of like the teaser, the intro where they land.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's 1 hour. If you go to the folder, I think it might be in there. If you look at the trailers, isn't there no teaser? But meanwhile, let me pull up the link.
I have that original teaser. Oh, there's 2 teasers here. All right, we'll do this one again.
The one is like 1.5 minutes. Is the super original.
Got it. I think it's really creative. Yeah, so you get this game right away, which is like a load runner type of game. I don't know if you call it that.
Oh, that's what you mean. Like, yeah, there's Tapper. I don't think we really have a trailer that includes Tapper.
Actually, wait, didn't I play Tapper on your website? Can I do that for everybody? Where do I go? Sure.
Bizzarros.club. Just singular, Bizzarro.club. We should really reserve the other one, but I think we were thinking like the club is Bizzarro, it's a bizarre club.
And then look,
the Tapper game at the top, yeah.
This was my friend used to have this video game in his house, and I was
The Tapper arcade, yeah.
I wasn't very good at your game though.
It's,
and now tell me about. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I was just saying it gets difficult.
It does get difficult. I was going to say that I was surprised to see the sewer rats in here. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so this is a collab with Sewer Rats, right? We have, so there's overarching idea of including other NFT collections in the game, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. But this only was just a promo collab with Sewer Rats, where, yeah, you know, they tweeted about it, they put in their announcements channel, their members, you know, play the game, and we gave away prizes that are both from like some free Bizzarros for the Sewer Rats and some Sewer Rats as well, and like that collection, that club gave up their own prizes, like Cheddar, which is like
a
their
good
currency.
score is going to be like 12,000, right? Like, I'm never gonna get
There is no way to get to 12,000 with the acceleration, just physically impossible. But I've seen some mind-boggling scores in here.
So let me ask you, with Bizzarros, and this is a great example of how you're using the community and you're collabing with other artists, other projects. I mean, is this your vision of Bizzarros? You're going to bring other projects into this world?
Yeah. So the sewer rats you see on the screen right now, those are all the actual pictures that we asked sewer rats to like give us their rats, right? And if we can use them in the game. And then we took that, took out the background and put them in here. We also did a collab with the Alien Boys. If the other game, the runner game, you can select who you're playing. You can play a Bizzarro, you can play an Alien Boy to the runner game. Overall, so here's my idea, and I mean, this is, if I don't do it first, we don't do it first, somebody's gonna do it, so it's kind of giving away a secret. But in Bizzarro world, it's an RPG, right? So it's a metaverse to hang out, but it's also an RPG. So you're gonna spawn in the tavern, our central hangout place, and you're gonna be able to go out into the city, the Bizzarro city. And there's overall want to build the city and then the planet itself, so the world, what we call the Bizzarro world. And you have this overarching single player quest line, like you would say in World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy or something, right? Where you have the mission you have, the quest line is figuring out what you're doing in this planet in the first place. Because basically these poor things, they land on the planet, they don't have any memory of what happened before, even being born or whatever. And there's these others on the planet, which is like sometimes hostile, and maybe other creatures, and have no clue what's going on. So your main quest line is figuring it all out, figuring out what your purpose is, where to go from there, and so forth. And as you go to that quest line, you're going to meet a bunch of other collections. So one of the first locations I want to build, or we want to build, is the gutter, and where you're going to have the Gutter Cat Gang, maybe, or if they license me their copyright for the name. But you're gonna have the rats there, and cats and dogs and pigeons and whatever, and you're gonna take.
Do you need all my cats? Do you want to put all my cats in there?
Sure, I would love to. 14. Yeah, once we have specific. Yeah, I would love to put your cats. Yeah, see here you can select Alien if you want as a character.
Cool. Sorry, Alien. Okay.
Got
it. Oh wow.
Well,
yeah, just like that. Yeah, I'm obviously not very good at any of this.
So let's say you go to the gutter and you meet like the Tiger King, right, cat or something, or the tatted cat, and you're like, yo, can you help me on my quest? And they're gonna say, yeah, sure, but first I need to do some stuff. So we do like a side quest for it, just like normal questing goes in an RPG. And maybe one of the quest lines is to kind of like figure out the beef between the cheetahs and the tigers. Okay, and then once you complete that, they will actually help you out on your quest to keep forward. And then maybe you'll go to like the ape jungle area or something. So, I mean, I think it's gonna be really fun because we can incorporate memes from the community into the actual main quest line in some, cool way. But overall, this is a game like you just like you would play any game where you want to find out what's going on, what's the story like. And then on top of this quest line, we're going to add, so I mentioned Metaverse or Hangout. So I really like how Final Fantasy 14 is done. I mean, I'm not pretending we're going to build anything like it, but maybe a very mini version but what I like about it is like the emotes, the social interactions, ability to have your own dwelling or house, invite people in it, right? You can role play. You can do a bunch of stuff in the game that is not to do with like dungeons or fighting or even doing the quest line. And that's what I really love. That's what I think creates a social bond. So we want to have this here. Like at some point you pulled up like a picture of fan art that we got with the campfire, them drinking beers around the campfire. Yeah, so let's get ability for them to do a campfire outside, maybe play a ballad, or maybe you'll have like instruments, dance, right, emote. We would love eventually to sell land in Bizzarro City so you can build your own house and hang out with your friends. We want to do competitive events with people, like mount racing, right? So once we release the mounts, have like a little Mario Kart kind of circle, like a simplified version where you race for time and first whatever second place. Even the games you just played, so these we'll record the high scores. It'll be global high scores. So in the tavern, you'll see those high scores, kind of like a flight departure, screens or whatever. So there'll be doors to each of these games, and we'll see the high scores, and those high scores will be recorded to blockchain every so often, permanently, to see who was really the king of Bizzarro Round or Tapper.
So I find this fascinating. You're not just buying an NFT when you're buying a Bizzarro NFT. You're buying entry into a game, basically, into a world, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, can you talk about like what's going on in that space right now across the whole industry? I mean, I feel like this is just the beginning. I don't know if you would consider yourself play to earn or if you'll be that way eventually, but I've heard this concept play to earn. And I feel like the gamification of NFTs, even just how we gamify or the game theory we play with Bored Ape Yacht Club and the mutants, and there's gamification there, but that's nothing to what's coming. So I'd love to hear from you, just some of the stuff you see from Stacks and some of the stuff you see out there, like what's coming in terms of gamification of NFTs.
So that is something I personally, we've been thinking in terms of how we want to approach it in Bizzarros. Right now, the focus is very heavily towards play to earn, and it's great, and it gives value to in a way your characters. But in the same way, at the same time, it's kind of a grind, right? And as more people come into the space, and sort of the supply is huge in terms of manpower, I think it'll all time will play off last. Like nothing is ultimately free in life, and the ability to earn a lot in a small amount of time is always be limited. Eventually, it all evens out. So I'm not sure we want. Right now, I'm thinking we want a space where you actually come to rest and chill and just have pure fun, as opposed to a place you want to come and think about earning money. I also don't really want to have a lot of bots, perhaps. Like, I'm not sure I want Bizzarros to be a place that's like job for people. Like, I know for Axie Infinity, it's kind of like a job for a lot of people in Philippines or other developing countries, and that's fantastic. But there has to be also a title that allows people to then log in and just do it for fun and just enjoy themselves and not worry about the stress of putting out an output. So
right.
I think there's a huge demand for that. But if there is a way to implement play to earn that doesn't sacrifice that main goal, then it's cool. It just adds value to, our holders. People hold the Bizzarro NFT.
So I saw some activity today in the Discord. It changed from the first 500 to the first 750 people that are active in the Discord get into the pre-sale. So that got me excited. I started whispering to everybody, get in, because a lot of people were upset that they missed out on that first 500.
Yeah. So what actually happened is we did get, to 500 really fast, thanks to good people like yourself and some others. And
you guys are getting out there. I see it.
And luckily for us, it's a project that people seem to like once they learn about it. And so we got the 500. We actually got to 526 marked for early, right, for pre-sale. And then one of our mods, in all this excitement, because there was so much activity now, he looked at only how many online users are for the role, and he posted an announcement and tagged everybody saying, hey, we only have 150 people in the role right now, so we're going to distribute the other 350 for those who are active in chat, right? So then I woke up and I was like, okay, that's not quite the case. We already reached our goal, but because he already promised that we're going to give some more pre-sale tags for activity, that's when I added the 250 and said, hey, let's make it 750, but now it's for activity. It's not just for joining Discord.
Got it. Okay, cool. And then you said people were going to get like a special emote, and I want to hear a little bit about that.
So not only do you get pre-sale access, so the benefit of pre-sale access, you get fixed gas fee. So I'm going to essentially do these things manually, like some projects are doing. we're gonna have a bot that records your wallet address, but then I'm gonna give you our Bizzarro wallet address where you send 0.08 ETH for each, right? Like as you would mint, plus 0.01 for gas fee, which is probably cheaper than what the actual cost will be for gas. And then I'll run a script to just for each wallet just mint however much you sent, and I'll do this like middle of the night or something where the gas is low. But either way, we're gonna cover the gas difference, and you get a flat fee minting 0.09 including gas. So it's one benefit. You don't have to worry about gas wars. The second benefit, you get a exclusive mount or pet in the game. We're not yet sure which of these collections will drop first.
You call it a mount? That's like a horse or something?
Sure, or a baby dragon, or there'll be fun mounts. Okay, this is a bizarre world. This is not a normal world, so maybe you can have a flying unicycle or whatever.
That's really cool.
But
I want a dragon. When we get there, can you get me a dragon? Is that possible?
Maybe is it?
Thank you. I hope I end up with a dragon. You know, I'd be curious if you are familiar with Roblox at all.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, my co-founder's wife works for Roblox. Sorry.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I ask is just because you start saying mount and dragon like that leads out to the Roblox world.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, this is
very into Roblox.
Roblox is amazing. Minecraft's amazing. The thing about those games is, I think sometimes you want to build things, right? And sometimes you want to have a more curated experience, where things are, developers put in a lot of effort into things being a certain way, and like the level of build quality is what you would expect from professional developers. So I enjoy playing building games like that, but I also enjoy playing like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy, right? Where I have the experience I'm supposed to go through. Again, a Final Fantasy 14 is such a good template because it has both the storyline, it has the the fighting elements, the dungeons, whatever, which will have some of that, but it has all these social elements, including these mini games too, right? You can go to Golden Saucer, and in FF, you have jumping puzzles, just like we expect to have, mount puzzles. Maybe we'll add jumping puzzle too. I mean, I think that just creates a certain magical wholeness to the game that makes you want to log in and hang out, as opposed to just having a game you go through once, right, and complete the quest line, and then you're just like, what do I do now? But yeah, and again, I want to say, like, we're a tiny team right now, and hopefully with this NFT drop, if we are lucky and successful, we'll be able to hire a small team. So I'm not trying to say we're going to be Final Fantasy 14, okay, like lower your expectations, but a game doesn't have to be big in order to be really fun. So
I remember saying to you when I met you, I said, well, wow, you have so many 10,000, and you were like, you know what? It's great because I don't want gas wars. Yeah. I want to have enough out there that if people want, they could get as many as they want. And you're not in a rush. You'd rather get them out there eventually than have like some big gas war, which I think is nice too.
Dude, I hate gas wars. I mean, it's just people giving up money to miners, right? And miners, I have nothing against miners. They're doing good work, but they have plenty. So I know a lot of people, buying their first NFTs and like, they transfer $500, $600, whatever, and then they end up losing. Thankfully, less now with the London fork on Ethereum, but it's just painful to see. So yeah, we would rather take a week to sell out, whatever. Like our number one goal is really community, and this is why we want them to participate in storytelling. We're going to have a storytelling DAO. We'll take community ideas into the game. The campfire I mentioned, because it wasn't a fan art, the first item we're going to do in the outside world is going to be a campfire that you can spawn, right? And we're going to credit who drew that with that idea. We want to, with the storyline, we'll have upvote, downvote on story elements. So like everybody will be able to contribute a paragraph right at a time and have the community upvote. And, for example, like what happened to Bizzarros here? Why did they land here? What is this planet? We need to write the backstory. We left it open on purpose, not because we're lazy, but because we want people to have a chance to contribute. And if your paragraph or whatever piece of story is upvoted the most, like it goes in forever. It's saved to the story forever. If you make a book in the future, which we hope so, your name is in the book in the credits. If we sell the book and monetize the book, we'll share the royalties with you. You know what I mean? So as we build Bizzarro City, I would love input. Like I want us to sit around the tavern, the first place, and literally chat like, what's in the Bizzarro City? What do you want? Now, I do think it's very important to have surprises. It's less fun to like go through the game than you know ahead of time what's going to happen. But having the ability to actually contribute, like imagine World of Warcraft, you could just talk to the devs and have certain ideas and listen to you, right? And if you have a really brilliant idea about something, you just include it in the game, and then it's forever credited to you. It's freaking amazing.
So you're saying like you'll take suggestions in the Discord as you go. Let's look at the roadmap together. My screen is being shared, but I have text messages coming in. Let's see. So we're starting with the tavern, and then we're going to Bizzarro City. Do we have a timeline here, or just with your input? Oh, you're going to take everybody's input to build. How do you build a world like this? You just build it in Unity, basically.
Yeah. I mean, so a lot of this is evolving for a long time, right? The tavern we expect to have within a few weeks of minting. We have the skeleton and stuff. We have the actual room. Like that's what you're seeing on this picture. It's actual screenshot of the actual tavern. It's not like a made up thing, but we want to, add some right NPCs, some interactions in there. We want to incorporate the games that you cannot play on the website. I want there to be a door in a tavern that says, go to Bizzarro Run, right? And then you walk into the Bizzarro Run and you walk into the Tapper game, and, the high scores are displayed next to the door so you can see who's currently highest, who you need to beat, stuff like that. And then Bizzarro City, there'll be a few areas that are ready, but then we're going to keep expanding it over time. So the roadmap is hard to say timeline because I hope to work on this for years to come. I mean, a video game is not something you create, That's another thing, like how we wanted to, the reason why we have these games on a website and why it honestly took us a lot longer to launch, because we had the characters ready a long time ago, but it took longer to launch because we wanted to show that we actually can create something and not just, without naming names. There's been some collections that made promises and then they can't deliver because, of course, it's easier to get your avatars generated than it is to build the actual game. Game creation is one of the hardest businesses in the world. So at least wanted to have something to demo, right? That before we're
you're coming to the table with an NFT that is immediately a game. Like I feel like it's so useful. It's crazy.
Well, okay, yes, but I want to be like super clear. On the mint day, there is no game. Okay, on the mint day, you get the avatars. They're 3D, full commercial rights. We're having a little bit of trouble with the 3D model output, the rigged version anyway, not the T version because that's easy, but like the rigged, so you can immediately put it into animations yourself. We'll figure it out. If not, we'll give you instructions how to rig one, but we want to give you the 3D model, we want to give you the animated GIF and the 2D PFP that you can use for Twitter, etc. So that's what you're getting on day one. It's just the avatar, the full set for avatars. And then the tavern, like I said, a few weeks later, hopefully we can log in. You'll sign with the MetaMask, auto create account for you. It'll read your Bizzarro. You're in the game. You can chat with other people, hang out. You'll see them around, and then after that, the Bizzarro City. Bizzarro City will take a little longer.
Got it. So you'll get the NFT. You won't be able to play the games right away.
You can play the ones you saw, like the runner, so there's difference between the main game and these mini games that you're seeing, right? The mini games to me are just like, we'll have plenty of them during the main game. So, for example, when you go to the gutter area of the Bizzarro City, when that's done, we'll add mini games such as dice game or marble game plus card game like poker or something or blackjack, right? So you'll be able to play those mini games in that area. Versus if you go to, let's say, the jungle ape area, we'll add some other games that are more representative of that community, right? And those are like mini games inside the game, just like the jumping puzzle or the golden saucer and different games inside that, or just games inside Final Fantasy 14.
In your perfect world, 2 months out from now, you have 10,000 avatars or 10,000. They're not avatars. They're like they're 3D avatars, so they're like better than avatars.
They're Bizzarros.
They're characters. They're Bizzarros. You have 10,000 Bizzarros. In a perfect world, you have what? 1,000 users online, 500 users online at all the time, 200 users online.
In my perfect world, we have a core community that is active and enjoys themselves. I don't really care about the size, because as long as we have that and we have like this open communication and we are providing, like, there's just so much difference between numbers and having a community that's actually tight. There's been plenty, there's plenty of collections that sold out, But there are certain collections that we know of, like, you know, like the apes or gutter cats, etc., maybe chibi apes, like that are just different. So because they have the core community so strong and continuously active, that's far more important to us than the numbers. Because then we can add, right? Like I said, the tavern is like cool and it's going to have something, but it isn't the game. The game will come later. And I know that as long as we have a core community, once the game comes, we have these super fans that will help us spread the word easily. And, you know, just help us test it, it will give us idea. It'll make the final product a lot better because we have them. So I'd rather have that than like 1,000 or 10,000 inactive people.
I think that's great. And I think it's the fact that you're going to get them into the tavern, then deliver the games, then deliver the city, or you know, it comes in stages. I think that's helpful too, because I'm learning with Chibi Apes. Like, we had a ton of success right out the gate. We sold out really quickly, 20 seconds or so. And right after, everybody's, you know, waiting for what's next, fast. Chomping at the, well, they're like chomping at the bit, saying, what's next? What are you guys doing next? What are you doing next? And we're doing a lot next, but it you know, it takes time. Like I don't know if I told you, I emailed Mark Cuban. He got back to me. You know, I don't know if I should tell everybody that, but you know, whatever. You know, we're emailing big people one by one to do it like the right way, and it's not like an instant thing. I wish we could, you know, if I could do it all over again, I would have planned better for phase 2 of this. You know, if giving some advice to you, which is, you're so focused on the drop, you're so focused on the reveal, getting everything right. Then once you're all done with that, there's not a breath of fresh air. It's like a pit in your stomach that you have to deliver all over again every single day. And that's what we're working on as a team, you know? So I'm just giving you a heads up that when you're done with the drop, it gets no easier, no easier at all. You know?
I've noticed that from, I've been observing some other collections and just the speed. And honestly, it's pretty impressive, right? Like the speed at which these announcements come out. And just, I'm imagining how much work is going on behind the scenes. And I know that these founders are not sleeping whatsoever. And it's a naughty lifestyle. But there's so much pleasure. Like you know, it's easy to get, what's that? Like, what's the word when you just can't do anything anymore because you're so tired? But anyway, but like exhausted, whatever. If you're doing something you don't love, you know, it's a lot harder. What's cool about this thing is NFTs gave us all an opportunity to be crowdfunded, right? Our projects, our dreams. For me, developing a game has been a dream my entire life. And I've done things around gaming, but I haven't directly done this because opportunity wasn't there. Like, it takes a lot of money to start a game studio. And then when you do that, you often seek like investment, right? So first you have to work in the industry a long time to get your credibility. Then if you get investment, like now you have people who are telling you what to do because they want their money back, and they're going to force you to implement things in the game, engagement metric driven, you know, things that you don't really agree with that make the game worse, but they care about, you know, in-app items and transactions and whatever. Same thing if you go sign up with a publisher, they often have their own mechanism. Here we get the freedom to just be driven by community and build for community. So all the features we have to build are whatever people love. It's not about, and because of how NFTs work and the royalties and this whole new like economic system, we actually make money by not including these engagement metric driven system, by not including daily quests that people have to grind for 8 hours a day. We don't need to do that anymore. And that excitement that we can do that, like for a creative person who wants to create a cool game, it's effing amazing. So that excitement is what drives you to, you know, you don't have to sleep as much because you're just like constantly, you know, you're so happy that like you're actually building what people would love. Would you yourself want to play?
Hey, I'm fired up in general about NFTs, and I'm just like, I told you offline, I'm not going to mention here, but there's like some nodes and stuff that I'm investing in that's gamification of NFTs. I think we're heading in that direction, and I think you're so on point with this. And I think we even spoke, we were on Spaces or somewhere showing people your stuff, and they're just saying this is so on point. You know, it's you're not just getting an NFT, you're getting a game with it, you're getting a world with it, and I think it's incredible. You know, so I'm excited about it, and I think it's cool that this is your dream. No matter what happens, you're going to sell a few thousand, like kind of quickly.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Not hopefully. That's what's going to happen, and it's going to be like that's going to be really cool. You know,
Well,
despite selling out or not.
we'll do. I mean, here's the thing. Like, the reason why we've decided to dox ourselves early on because, and I have a lot of reputation on the line, right? My IRL job is very serious. I'm an investor, a mentor. We just mentored 25 high visibility, high level, like crypto companies that are building one of the biggest, best blockchains in the world. In the last 3 months. So I want to do this to make sure people understand we're not going to rug. Like we're like, this is what we want to do. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. And regardless of how many we sell, like I'm going to try to do it, right? It's just going to be harder if it doesn't sell a lot or if it doesn't sell out. But yeah, like this is.
I can see it. I honestly, this is how I see it because you've been kind of modest. You're not like really like blowing your Discord out of the water or going crazy on marketing because you want users to be able to get these. You don't want to like.
I want real users too. Like we have a policy, no paid marketing. I've not marketed until basically this week because I wanted to avoid gas wars. I've noticed early on that when people join, they mostly like the art. They love it, right? So I figured if you start marketing very early, I mean, luckily for us, it seems like we are doing fine on the art and the avatars. And so then we would just be too big for the launch. So yeah, I mean, the Discord was almost nothing like 5 days ago, right? And like more people join from 1 a.m. when I went to sleep last night to 8 a.m. than there were total people in the Discord as of last Sunday. So
that's awesome.
But that's great. Like, so I'm hoping to time it right. So then when we hit the mint and we release it, we have like a few thousand people in Discord, maybe max, so that, like you're saying, there's no gas wars.
I feel like I see the way this going. I mean, I hope it all sells out right away, of course. And maybe it honestly could. It's such a good
I
idea.
hope it takes a couple hours personally, because that's the way. Like
even that would be great. That'd be
or
great.
A couple days, yeah.
But I think what will really happen is you probably will get to about halfway, and then I think when people start to understand what's here, they'll like slowly add on, and you will sell out eventually. It may just not happen all right away.
Yeah, and the taverns is almost, the taverns finishing completion. Even if we don't, once the taverns release, hopefully people can log in and see and have some interactions and be like, okay, this sort of like bigger demo of it is cool. Like we want the rest of it. So
and the other thing about your Discord is people wouldn't be joining if it wasn't cool. Like they don't just join a Discord if they're not into it. Like they would leave. You would have people come and leave. And I think it's getting a little sticky. Like I'm gonna go check. It's like it's active. People are talking. They're probably worried where you are right now.
I know that this is another problem. Is like it's getting active. So now I want to like participate instead of doing like the work, because we're days within release and there is like so many items still to be done. You always don't realize how all the little things until you get closer. So. But on that note, by the way, I want to say to the viewers, we are likely pushing the date just very slightly. We're going to decide tomorrow exactly, because right now we're thinking maybe Sunday, so 1 day, but it could be a couple of days. Because like I said, the data generation, we want to get that right. But we're very close, but it's just also like with this marketing and the community, I've been kind of distracted to talk to people and come to interviews and all that, which is very necessary. But
people will understand. I mean, as long as you have announcements and communication, I'm sure everybody will understand.
Yeah, it'll be a tiny delay if there is one. It's not it's not big.
We have one chatter. Someone writing.
Yeah,
they see me wearing a Tony Robbins hat. Yes, I'm a big fan of Tony Robbins, and this is his brand, Live Lucky. And my hair.
Yeah, I know the guy.
You know Tony Robbins?
Yeah, not as well as you do probably, but.
Well, I mean, I've been to a couple of his seminars. I've interacted with him a couple of times. I'll tell you, I've learned a lot, from a lot of smart people, smarter people than me,
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, well, why don't we wrap this up?
Yeah,
it's
sure.
about a half hour, 40 minutes. And at least we have something out there. Everybody could hear your story about Bizzarros. And we'll jump onto Spaces or whatever. Just say what's up. Or just do work, whatever.
Yeah, great. Sounds amazing. Please come if you like this. Share it. If you don't. I think organic, authentic like sharing works way better than anything else. And if you do shill, please shill responsibly. And
what is the
thank you.
final mint day? What do we know when the pre-mint is? Do we know when the final mint is?
Okay, so if we are super lucky, it's this Saturday in 2 days. At this point, not very likely. More likely Sunday, the next day. Tomorrow we'll announce for sure by the end of tomorrow. If it's not Sunday, it's gonna be like Wednesday or Tuesday, Wednesday, right? But like we're within a week for sure. But join Discord, look at the chat, and we'll see by the end of tomorrow.
Honestly, I would say don't rush it. And is there a reveal process?
Probably not, actually. Probably instant reveal. Yeah.
Okay.
Just because it's one other thing we could eliminate that makes it simpler for us. And I mean, at the end, I don't know. What do you think? Like, should we? I know there was like these real things, and it kind of builds some participation, but at the same time, I feel because we're not, we don't have 50,000 people in Discord. When it's like yesterday, I minted some Primal Society apes, and the fact that we're instant reveal at that point was really cool for me. And I minted 5, and I saw them, and I'm like minted 10 more right away. So
because you saw them.
Yeah, I saw them and I loved them, right? So I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's go. And so what do you think? Like maybe we should just reveal?
I thought it was fun with Chibi Apes when there was a reveal, not to just create hype, but there was hype created. Pre-reveal, they went up to like $1. I mean,
$1. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. The cheapest NFT I've ever seen. That was a good deal.
0.25 to like 1. It's great. I think. Yeah, they went up a lot. They went up like really a lot, and then now we're settled in on a floor. But some of the higher end traits are trading above $2 or whatever.
I mean, I would love to. It's just we'll see.
I'm not trying to make it more complex for you, but I think waiting a few days and building up the Discord.
Okay, here's the benefit of revealing instantly. Like I said, people are going to see it, and I feel like we're either going to hit it or we're not, right? So far, people love the art in Discord. And what they like, here's the other difference about our collection. We're not just showing the best Bizzarros. Like, the blessing and the curse of Bizzarros is that they're so diverse. And honestly, most of them look fine. They look good. We don't have a whole lot of Bizzarros that look incredibly better or incredibly different. There's a few surprises in store, actually. But it's a little bit different rarity system than most. And so what you're seeing in Discord is what you're going to get. Like, these are not like selected 10 out of like thousands. And we are like, oh, these look the best. But they all look basically the same. And so if people love this and we instantly reveal, then I know that the result will be positive. You know what I mean? And so that'll help spread sort of news, and probably likely that it'll just sell out faster. And then we don't have to deal with pre-reveal. But I do like the anticipation too. So I don't know.
Isn't there? Can we just explain to people that maybe don't understand? You assign all these traits, and you let the computer generate the actual characters.
Yeah.
So what is in all the promo videos? You had to generate some already?
Yeah. I can just click right now. I can just click space, generate anyone I want.
Oh, but those aren't real characters. All the promo stuff's not real characters, you're saying?
Oh, they're not real token IDs, but they're like randomly generated in the same exact script. So they're just, they're not going to be in the final set. We're going to generate the final 10,000, I don't know, Friday or Saturday, right? We're going to hit a button, generate all of them. But these are...
But just so everybody understands, he's going to stop it at 10,000. It could go on for millions.
So the number of combinations we can have from our traits is actually scary. I don't know what the number is, but it's an unreasonable number. Because we have colors. So if you have, like, say, a crown, it could be gold, purple, red, green, blue, white, black, whatever. So if you have a body of a whatever suit, etc., it has all these colors. Our skins have several colors. We have like basically fair skin, middle, and brown, dark skin. We have alien skin. We have blue. We have gold. It's just, again, hair. We have hairstyles, and then we have colors within the hairstyles. It's kind of madness. Like, if you have bunny ears, it's not just bunny ears. You have striped bunny ears. You have golden bunny ears. Yeah, it's just.
Is it like you have bunny ears, bunny outfit? Because there is a trait theme matching thing that goes on with ape and goes on.
Yeah, so if you get both, like, it'll be random. So yeah, when you get sort of sets, that's a very lucky generational sort of thing, and probably have more value on the market.
Definitely.
There's some, like, the other day I was generating, I was just, like, basically have an app that just clicks space and just a new one pops up, right? And so I've been going through it, and all of a sudden I see this naked Bizzarro. So in other words, every element of its body, like head, hair, body, wear, whatever, shoes, whatever, everything was like 0. So randomly, it chose not to pick those things and not put on him, and he was just like in his underwear. And I actually love that Bizzarros so much. I think I tweeted about him because even though he was so simple, he was so unique, and it was like I would love to have him to run around in the world. It's just this little naked boy, with just his underwear, and you could see like little nipples, like square little whatever pixelated nipple. It was hilarious.
Let's see the picture. Is it on your Twitter? I'll pull it up.
Man, it is somewhere. Let me see if I can quickly find it.
NFT Buffet wrote, "Why is Sniper in the bathroom right now?" This is coming from a guy who does a radio show from a closet. Really.
LOL.
It's hysterical. What up, Buffet? What up, everybody? Let me see if we can find it. Can you share your screen?
I found it. Hold on. No, but I'll send to you on Discord.
Well, I don't know. Okay, yes, I could do that. I like that they're watching us, though. We got 10 viewers. I feel like it's bad to hang up. We got a few viewers here.
Yeah, don't hold on.
I'm in Discord.
I guess he did have hair, which is good.
wait. How are you doing?
Here we go. I just sent you a picture on Discord in your DMs.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
You could just click open and then share. Yeah, whatever.
Open original.
Yeah, you see it. I mean, come on, it's kind of cool. He does have cat ears, actually. I just noticed. I didn't see that before.
But that's, it's funny, in the chibi apes, the more rare chibi apes are the ones that are naked. So if I do a little short plug for chibi apes here, my team will be happy.
You would be like a no trade guy,
But we realized that after the fact that everybody actually the
likes
more attractive. Yeah, everybody likes the naked ones. My computer's too slow.
Here's this microphone. Sent you another one that's not in those folders. It was like a little demon guy. I really like this guy.
You guys have a lot of trades.
This is a cool chill dude with his golden hair. I think golden hair is gonna be more rare.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Then you have a little, if you want to be a bit of a villain look, we have these like evil eyes kind of thing. Yeah, and then we have wings, and then we have backpacks, and we have spider arms. We have it's pretty wild, actually, our art.
They look great. They really
and it's all animated, by the way. So everything's animated. It's just you're seeing still images right now, but everything's like moves a little bit, etc., which is why I wanted to provide. So I'll show you this guy, which is Hydra heads. So it's nice to see like these snakes or whatever Hydra heads moving around, right?
You have that animated?
Yeah, everything's animated.
But not in this picture.
Not in this picture now. Let me see. I don't know if I have an animated Hydra head. I think we do, actually. If you go to that folder and you see animated, there might be a Hydra head.
Oh, wait. I'm changing screen for a sec here. Chibi apes, which I have 29 chibi apes.
Trying to see. Yeah, there is one. Yeah, snake mask cast. He has a mask and a snake head.
Boy, this computer is so slow. I guess it must come in slow for you too. Here it is. So this is the one that's like
the naked. Tier. I love it, dude. I love it. Yeah. So do you once you guys have 3D models, like, I mean, first of all, I would love to have a chibi ape area in Bizzarros. Okay, we'll maybe incorporate a quest or two, and then once you have 3D models, we can maybe talk about a partnership.
We do. I just need you to talk to Fabs, really. I need you to talk to my team. He has all the 3D files and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he just started. I tweeted something today. He was working on some of the animations. I don't know if you saw that tweet come through. Let me see.
Hey, what's up, King? All right.
King's in the house.
Yeah, King Blackboard. I think last time we started talking about Bizzarros on your spaces, he quit. Like, he hates when I talk about Bizzarros.
Really?
I don't know if he does, but
let's go to spaces anyway. We could.
Yeah, can you go to that folder, Google Drive folder? Do you still have it? Do you want me to send you a link?
I have it. Hold on.
I'll just show you the snake heads a little bit above. Yeah, you didn't show all the pictures of us winning prizes and me being an esports star. I'm just kidding.
If you would like, I can.
No, it's fine. It's not really good. Show me something interesting. Hey, King, there's a picture of me winning an actual like esports prize. What have you ever done that?
Look at this.
Look at that. It's a trophy. I actually have it. Hold on a second.
Who was the real contributor? Like, who was the number one player on the team? Was it you or was it the other people?
Okay.
I want to know, honestly.
They
And if it was you, don't be modest.
It's me in the Black Sea. Like,
Gangstars, 15,000. That's a
look. See, it says on the back, Gangstars, winner, the IPL Season 1 champions. The best name about the game was the name of the company that made it, which is Super Evil Megacorp.
I'm going to this because we got to wrap up the show so we go to space.
All right, go to Bizzarros, go to animated, and check the something with the snakes in the name.
Snake mask.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So he's annual, but so you can't really see the snakes moving as much because of
I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
But this is just a sort of like one of the emotes, right? Like cheer emote or whatever. But if he was standing still, the snake, the head is still itself. The snakes on the head still move around.
That's animated.
Yeah, so this one's standing still, but the wings are also animated. You got.
Oh my God, this is for King. Let's leave it like that for King. Look at that.
It is King Blackboard. Does he have a beard?
I don't think he has a beard, but he's a king.
There you go. It's for you.
We'll leave it on that.
King, that's the one you gotta mint or buy.
Yeah, that king is ill. He said the king is ill. Let's leave it on the king. I think we should go out like that. The king is good
perfect.
to be the king. So you want to hang out on Spaces? Say what's up.
Sure. I mean, I don't want to monopolize any more conversation of Bizzarros unless it's a thing. But I'm happy to hang out. Yeah, I'm happy, of course.
All right, cool.
I mean, not like I have anything else going on, you know.
Right, exactly.
I don't have any collection coming up.
Or Twitter marketing or real life
honorary
or
king,
anything like that.
Sorry, King. We don't send no honorees. We I mean, well, see, like here's Sniperbot working for it. Okay, so he's winning. First of all, he joined early, so he's gonna get an early arrival or adopter, right, stuff. And then he's also gotten a lot of Discord invites, so he's gonna be probably top 3 on that. So he's gonna win a free Bizzarro from that as well. I don't know. Maybe
you measure that. You measure that.
Oh yeah. You got you're at like 57 people who joined through your invite or something.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
Yeah. But it's not 500, so chop.
I better get back to work. Wait, let me send my link here before we end this video. Let's make sure everybody gets my link.
Yep. Put it on.
57. I feel like that's not a lot.
Let me check. Maybe it's been a couple hours. Okay, maybe you're at 58 now. Let me check.
Maybe I can get King to come. Or do you have like a word set up for that? I wasn't doing it like that.
It's Discord tracks everything. As soon as you create it tracks per username. So all right, let's see. You're under Bizzle right here. Yeah.
Bizzle.
All right. Actually, oh man, yeah, you're 78. No, wait, 84 now because you created 3 different invites. Yeah, so 84 total.
I didn't mean to create so many invites.
It doesn't matter. I can add up, bro.
But I don't know how to do it. Like, Discord challenge. All right. See you on
awesome.
Spaces. This was awesome. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a pleasure.
And good luck with everything. You're going to sell a ton of these. I know. All right.
Well, we only have 10,000, but let's do that.
You're going to sell a lot of them. All right. Later, man. Be well.
See ya.